welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go here in Baltimore. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on a football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
It is 3rd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. Dejounte Wester deep for Baltimore. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
In motion goes Likely. Jackson now on 2nd down, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
1st and 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Raven 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast, and these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull it?
Now a screen set up for Henry. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 1.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They've got it, and it'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Play action now. Jackson. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll take this one in. Patrick Ricard. Touchdown, Baltimore.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect, Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
39-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Denver.
They'll go play action with Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points. When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second down, they need 3. On the bootleg, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and goal, Denver.
So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens out front. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
And goal at the Ravens' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That one taken in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. Broncos will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. DeJounte Wester now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
2nd down, Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's third down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. And he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down.
The Broncos offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run with Dobbins, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
3rd and long. They send Sutton in motion. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll work this down inside the 35. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
At the 34-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man. complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
And it really starts with the blitz pickup by the guys up front. I mean, the defense, they sold out. They're trying to get home. The offense is ready. They end up using their aggressiveness against them, and they pick up a nice gain through the air.
Throwing, Nix. It is brought in the end zone. Portland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. So now, after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Henry. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They motion the slot man left. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll go right back to Flowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Jackson. He'll step up and run this. The Ravens use their 1st timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone, You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. It's one of those times, Mike, where you're actually better off just throwing the ball away. And yes, it's nice to get that reception, but it really just results in a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
The 17-yard line.
Here's Henry. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing Jackson. He takes off. Whoa! The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get.
19-yard attempt.
His kick is perfect. And the Ravens will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Second down. Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Nix from the gun on third down. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Broncos.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Nix gonna keep it on the zone read. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. It's Nix. There he goes again.
Nix on the scramble. A gain of 9 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
First down throw there is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
He'll get this complete to Trent Sherfield. And he will get it to the end zone. Trent Sherfield. Touchdown, Denver. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Once for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos will extend this third quarter lead.
Ravens 10.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Jackson now. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. This is Henry. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
first down throw for Jackson. There's that man again. Another catch.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on 2nd down. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. And that one, good for 9, and the drive continues.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run it with Henry. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
By Brandon Jones. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. There's a right back to Henry. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught left side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On the ground, here's Gobble. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Wester on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Handed back out again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
It's 4th down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ravens bring their punt team out. They forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Denver first down.
Denver.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball, so that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Ravens has it. And so much for a nice game through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Hopkins sent in motion. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Well, it's another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Second and 5. Again, right up the middle to Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Ravens first down.
18-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And Right now, this defense has no answers.
Bateman is the motion man. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
There on that last completion, not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. That's Brandon Jones from his safety spot, bursting in to record the sack.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
For the lead, here is third and goal. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Ravens have taken a 4-point advantage.
Ravens 24, Broncos 20.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. McLaughlin now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Now he'll run. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They send Sutton in motion. On second down, it's Nix. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better field for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the lines of game, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
Denver.
Here's Dobbins, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Smith in on the tackle. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. Dobbins, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
First and goal.
They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
But the fullback trying to power it home. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
24.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Wester now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Short, complete to Likely. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. It is 2nd down and 5. Jackson now. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Left side into the hands of Hopkins.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Jackson up top again. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Jackson on 3rd and 2, and he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Now, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.